Good morning. Now, I bet you clicked on this video because you absolutely love seeing post-hernia surgery recovery content. I am current law enforcement as well as enlisted United States Air Force. I had to get hernia repair surgery about 6 weeks ago. If that's you and you're rather going down that route of recovery or you're pre-surgery, I've got some information in this video that might help you. What I'm going to tell you is that it's not fun. I had an undiagnosed hernia for 6 years, kind of suffered through it, and all the while kept up with the gym, PT tests, law enforcement trainings, military trainings, deployments, all the fun stuff. And unfortunately, I was in pretty severe pain the entire time. I recently got a diagnosis this year. First started having issues back in 2019. I found out that I had something called an inguinal hernia, which basically means it's the groin hernia, and it's a little bit more difficult to recover from. But that's the surgery that I got. I was told to not lift or do crazy active stuff for at least 6 weeks. This video, I'm going to take you through my daily routine, what my weekends have been looking like since getting the surgery, how much recovery that I've had so far. I mean, when I first got my surgery done, it was so incredibly painful. My entire abdomen got blown up with air and fluids, and I was so uncomfortable for about 3 weeks. I didn't start feeling normal until about that 4th weekend. Fortunately, I had no complications, so I was cleared to go back to the gym and start lifting at the 6-week mark. So I started lifting again. Obviously, I can't go back to where it was pre-surgery. I'm having to relearn movements in the gym and kind of rebuild up some mind-muscle connection as well as some strength, because I have lost a lot of my strength. All the while, I'm still working as a police officer and I'm still enlisted in the military. And if I wasn't enough of a glutton for punishment, I have 2 very active dogs that require a lot of attention. It's going to be summer here soon, and we have lots of activities planned. And obviously, I can't let this surgery be the reason that I don't go out and do active things with my pups. So they're a big part of my life. Granted, I'm still not at 100%, but I am going to take you with me throughout a workout that I've been doing post-hernia surgery. And also, if you're just curious of day-to-day life of a police officer on their weekend, I'll give you a little bit of insight. I'm an anomaly though, for sure. I'm not married, no kids. I have 2 beautiful dogs that I do everything with. So my life looks a little different, but I'm just happy that you're here to spend it with me. Let's start our day. I am not happy about the weather today. I love you, boys. Be good. Bucked up pre-workout and pump mixed together. So it should be a crazy workout. Does anyone else struggle to hype themselves up to go to the gym? When I'm in a routine, I just go to the gym. I'm on autopilot. I don't even think about it. It's just something that I do every day. But since my hernia repair surgery, I've had to psych myself up and build up the confidence in my head as I'm heading out there. And it's not even confidence of being around other people and looking weak. It's more of confidence in myself that I'm not going to injure myself or re-injure myself. And that's been kind of messing with my head a lot. What I found myself doing a lot lately is listening to the radio, listening to commercials and stuff. I feel modern convenience is kind of killing us a little bit. Drive-through, 2-day shipping, same-day delivery. Everything's just at the touch of our fingertips. And I kind of feel the purpose of human existence is work and to build something, especially with our hands, in whatever way that may be. And the Bible speaks to this, that when God had created Adam and Eve, he gave us the purpose to work. And that's not the proverbial 9 to 5 sitting inside a cubicle. I think more what it's meant to be is that in order to bear fruit, we have to tend to the garden. And there's work in that, and I think that's what human brains were designed to do. And so when we don't have that, I think it's causing a lot of our anxiety and depression and just issues. I don't know what y'all's thoughts are on that, but I kind of feel pretty strongly about it. And so because of that, I have found myself not wanting to listen to Spotify. Sometimes I'm I want to listen to the local radio channels. Like there's 2 country channels and 1 oldies channel. I used to use Instacart all the time. And granted, I was working graveyard shift. Felt like a zombie all the time, didn't feel healthy. Patrol has a way of just mentally and physically exhausting you all the time. And so I'd find myself gravitating towards modern conveniences because I just felt like I didn't have anything left. All right, we're almost at the gym. This in here. I don't know why everywhere I go, I bring so much stuff with me. Is that a girl thing? Do we just feel like we need to have the entire world with us and can't go anywhere? Or do you guys do that too? All right. It's crazy how the biggest challenge is actually not the surgery, but it's the aftermath of like not being able to do basic things anymore and trying to rebuild up like muscle and muscle memory and just routine and habit. I feel like it's lost. So I'm quite literally doing the bar, which is 45 pounds and 2 10s on each side, just to get warmed up. Well, this is super light, this is easy. I say before I actually move the weight at all. I am a butt to ground kind of person, so if I can't squat all the way down, I don't count it. But this is actually something pretty good. My knees are kind of popping, which is wild. I'm actually not feeling anything in like the hernia mesh at all, which is really nice. It's normally super tight but comfortable. Pretty good. Not feeling any tightness or anything, so you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do 25. Whew, spicy. It's crazy. Wonder if I can move up to a 45. That actually felt pretty good. I feel like one of those aerial acrobatics. Feeling better and better every day. It makes me so happy. I'll probably switch to some deadlifts and then go from there. Coaching straps has seriously made all the difference in the world. I have really weak ankles and wrists, and so they add just that extra layer of support. And I feel like I don't have like that arthritic pain like I used to when first started lifting. There's definitely people in the lifting community that think that you should just do it gloveless, strapless. That's great, you do you, boo. But for me, care about my joints. It's by far the best thing ever. Things even is like the biggest issue for me in the gym because I have so much OCD, it never looks even to me. Ultimately, a fraction of an inch off won't matter. Gotta listen to my body, which I'm terrible at doing. That's why I had a hernia for 6 years and continued to run and work out and take PT tests. And do I add more weight or no? I'm thinking no, but oh my God. Again. I think this does definitely help with muscle soreness for sure. Whew. I think I'm gonna go for 80, but I'll be happy with 5. This is one of my favorite leg day workouts because it helps take pressure off of the knees as well as your like back of your hip. If you have any type of joint problems, this is my favorite workout to do. It's technically the belt squat, but I remove the belt and instead I get a metal handle grip, really focus on squeezing my glutes throughout the workout. And I'll kind of show you a little bit about how I like to do it. See if I get a couple of sets in really fast. I always get my thumb out of the grip to make sure that I'm not using my biceps or my forearms. I like to set up with a tall chest and pull, and I'm squeezing my glutes throughout the entirety of the lift. Good enough with that. Two ways to build up your like accessory muscles that help support your main lifts, like squatting, deadlifting. It's really important that you build up the accessory muscles so that way it helps you achieve heavier lifts, but do it in like a safe manner, so you're less likely to injure yourself. And I know a lot of people make fun of hip abductors and adductors. Some people call them like good girls and bad girls or something like that. But honestly, if you are a girl or a guy, this is one of the best ways to build up all three parts of your glute that overall support your other heavier like compound lifts like squatting and deadlifting. So anyone that makes fun of it, you're missing out. And I'm sorry that you're gonna let the look of something keep you from trying it and or getting better and better in the gym. Oh, see already? I'm only doing 65 pounds. Normally on this, I'm like doing 125, 140. So huge reduction in my strength, but that's all right. We're gonna build it up. That's why the gym is so much fun. That's why it's so much fun to lift and work out, because you're constantly body recomping. You're constantly reinventing yourself, making things better, getting better every single day. You're in a very supportive community that wants to see you do well. So, all right, let's keep going. I try to lean forward for 5 to 8 reps, and then I'll move all the way back for 5 to 8 reps. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I'm hitting the glute medius and the glute max. Would you look at that? We're finally alone together. So all in all, I think this was a pretty good lift today. Definitely not as much discomfort as I thought there would be, because leg day is such a core focused workout without you even really realizing it until you have some type of like abdominal injury. And then suddenly you're like, oh yeah, I need my core a lot for these lifts. So surprisingly, not a lot of pain. I'll let you know if I have like delayed pain later today or even tomorrow. I've noticed that after a heavy lift, I feel it the most first thing the next morning, like as soon as my eyes open. So we'll do a quick little recap. Too bad. You can see the scars though. Oh no. I feel like Frankenstein for the Instagram. All right, we got that workout done. Would you believe it if I told you that I was supposed to do shoulders today and somehow ended up doing legs, glute focused to be specific? I am obsessed with legs, and it is such a hard lift to do when you have some type of like abdominal injury. And I was able to actually engage my core today without any pain. That's the first time in almost a decade that I've been able to do that. So that's good news. But I've got some work to get done, so I'm gonna find a coffee shop somewhere. I have my laptop with me, and I'm gonna do some work on my computer.
Letting my body learn this clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes. This is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it.
We're gonna head to the doggy park because that's what we do on Saturday. Some fresh air and play with the other doggies. Yes, we do. My sweet boys. Look at that. That's insanity. Look how beautiful that is. My goodness. Wow. Oh, Barney. What are you doing? What are you doing? Slamming on into me, huh? Come on. This way. Killed. Somebody stop him. Somebody stop him. Are you okay? Don't try to trip me, you dirty sneak. We are back at my house, and my dinner for tonight is actually leftover meal prep. If you know me, you know I love vegetables, and I made up roasted vegetables with air fried tofu. I tried to get anywhere between like 110 to 130 grams of protein while I'm like doing heavy lifting or really trying to build muscle and strength. So that's where I kind of sit at. I'm absolutely not a soda drinker. I will never go out and buy a Coca-Cola or like a Diet Pepsi or anything like that. When I go to the movies, I typically just get water. Sometimes if I want something sweet, I might get like a lemonade, but I'm not a soda drinker. I wasn't raised on it, I guess is why I don't really drink it all that often. But these Olipop and Poppies are so delicious, and I'm still not a soda drinker, but now and again when I'm in a calorie deficit and I'm craving something a little sweet, I will actually buy one of these, because not that it's a substitute for soda for me, it's just more of like a nice way to have something sweet without like going over on my sugars, carbs, or like calories for the day. Because believe it or not, I'm probably gonna eat all of this. This whole pan is about one meal for me. I don't believe in eating like super small portion sizes because I eat a lot of vegetables and it's like a lot of fiber. So I don't know, I don't really feel like there's a need to like reduce my portion sizes so long as what I'm eating is clean. Of course, you could overdo it on high fat, high calorie things like avocado or peanut butter. I have just found that I am more likely to not like binge eat or snack too much or go off of my plan if I at least eat high amounts of the right things, if that makes sense. Walmart used to have these soda machines. I don't know if they still have them or not, but back in the day, like the early 2000s, Walmart had like soda vending machines, and they were only 25 cents a can back in the day. I grew up on a farm, so when we would visit town, it was like a rarity and like a nice treat. We'd only go like every few months or so. And our mom would let us pick out a soda from that like soda vending machine inside the Walmart. And I would always choose root beer. It was my favorite. Someone recently told me that it tastes like vanilla extract to them, but I don't know, maybe that's what it is, but whatever it is, I absolutely love it, especially if you can find like local homemade root beer. There's nothing better than that. Look at that. I wish you could smell it. Oh. It's got kale, lima beans, green peas, Brussels sprouts, golden potatoes, and tofu as well. So I'm literally gonna eat this entire thing. Look at how beautiful it is. So that is dinner served.
Stop.